a wonderful day that the Lord has made. I rejoice and I am glad in it, despite what it looks like, feels like, tastes like, sounds like. This is a wonderful day that the Lord has made. And I am truly blessed and highly favored in spite of. Yes. But it's still fuck around and find out season. Just in case you didn't know, just in case nobody told you, just in case you haven't noticed, what season is this? I know it's fall season, but it's fuck around and find out season. And a whole lot of us are fucking around and finding out. And I really don't think that none of us are exempt from fucking around and finding out. Child, it is fuck around and find out season. Woo! And in this season, it's applying pressure. It's giving big pressure out here in these streets. Can we talk about it? Child, I know y'all looking for me. I know y'all been looking for me. But I've been trying to duck and dodge and bob and weave all of this fuck around and find out pressure. Woo! But honey, some kind of way it still got me in a chokehold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Child, the spirit of fuck around and find out. It's out here in these streets heavy. Have y'all noticed? Have y'all been hit upside your head with the fuck around and find out spirit? Child, I mean it. I don't think it's missing nobody. Whoo! It is fuck around and find out season out here. Yeah. So where do I start? It's so many examples of fuck around and find out. Where do I start it? I guess I'll start right here in my car house. Child, let me set up the scene for you. You know, I've been approved for my own place, but in the meantime, until I get there, I've been in my car house. And it's a whole community of us out here in our car houses. Some of us are in our car truck. Some of us are in our car van. Yeah. And some of us got our pets in our car houses. Some of us got our children, little bit of children in our car houses. Child, ooh. A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are losing their houses. A lot of people are losing their money. A lot of people are losing their mind. Ooh, I thank God I haven't lost my mind. The devil been trying to take my mind, my joy, my strength, but I just thank God. If it wasn't for God on my side, ooh, I thank you, God. I just thank God for his grace and mercy. Because, child, the devil is out here trying to rob, steal, and kill, and carjack, and everything else. But I give God the glory for keeping me. While all of this calamity is going on all around me, whoo, God is keeping me. Yes, but it's still some fuck around and find out debris that's flying all over my head and thumping me upside my head and things. Yeah. So this morning, I had got up to pee. And then, you know, I looked at my social media a little bit. I just haven't had time, if you haven't noticed. I haven't had time to be on social media like I had been because so much has been going on. Woo! So, I thought I'd just try to get me a little bit of sleep. And then, about an hour or two later, I heard, and I'm like, who could this be? Who could this be? knocking on my car house. Child, I started to ignore the culprit. Because I just said to myself, I know ain't nobody got no business knocking on my car house. Especially this early in the morning. I'm not expecting any guests at my car house. Who could be knocking at my car house? And what could they want? So my intuition got the best of me. And I said, I got to find out who is this knocking on my car house. So I peeked out the window and I saw a familiar face. The manager of the place where I've been parking my car house. And I'm like, what is she doing out here? What could she want? So I said, I got to find out why this woman is over here at my car house. Child, I opened up the door and I'm like, yes, can I help you? And she was like, this is what she told me in so many words. Child, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen, but I just didn't know it was going to be this soon. Child, they evicted us, me and the other homeless people. They evicted us out of our car, not out from our car houses. They evicted us from the property. I knew it was going to happen. I don't know if it's a hater that's jealous because we stand in our car house and they got to pay all this high rent where they stay. I don't know. I don't know what the motivation is for this eviction from the property. But child, I ain't never got kicked off of a truck stop. That's where I was at the truck stop. Child, it's so many homeless people at the truck stop. And I knew it was a matter of time because some of these homeless people just don't know how to be homeless. It's a way to be homeless. When you're homeless and you stand in your car house, sit down and be still. But see, a lot of people ain't never been trained since a baby to get somewhere and sit down and be still. I'm so glad that my mama and my community folks, they taught me at an early age. Since I was a little bitty baby, get somewhere and sit down. Don't go in and out the door. Are you going to stay in or are you going to stay out? One or the other. You had to pick an option on the board. Either you're going to stay outside or you're going to stay inside. You're not going to be flopping and fanning that door all day and all night. See, that's beneficial. So when you find yourself, because life comes at you fast, and you find yourself in circumstances beyond your control and unforeseeable circumstances, you need to know to get somewhere and sit down and be low-key, be quiet, seen and not heard, and try to not to be seen as much as possible. It's a way to do anything. And a lot of these people just don't know how to be homeless. Damn. So it's been a lot of rigmarole. And I don't like a lot of rigmarole. But it's been a lot of rigmarole. And a lot of mess. And a lot of this and a lot of that. So the manager, she was polite about it. She wasn't mean and nasty like she could have been. But I got a feeling there's some messy people behind the scenes that's hiding their hands that might have contributed and influenced this decision. And she says there's a new general manager and he has zero tolerance for the homeless folks. So they gave us 2 hours to pack up and leave, or they was going to call the tow truck on us, and that was going to be a $400 bill. Child, who got $400 to get to the tow truck? Huh? Whew. In other words, they making a bad situation worse. And I support Donald Trump in his initiative, his Safe Task Force initiative. But look, I'm not saying he going too far by making it illegal to be homeless. But look, where are the... I'm not saying he should make accommodations. But I'm just saying, where is the alternatives? Okay, all the homeless shelters are full. Okay, Look like some of the churches could open up their doors. But some homeless folks, a lot of people that's housed, they don't even know how to act in the house of the Lord. Okay, look how they did during the hurricane season when they was having sex at Pastor Joel Osteen's church, allegedly. And doing all of this and all of that. Some people don't know how to act in the house of the Lord. So maybe that's why a lot of the churches haven't opened their doors to the homeless. But seems like some of these vacant buildings, somebody could open the doors to some of these vacant buildings and make accommodations. Don't let the people stay there forever, but let them stay there for a little while. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm thinking. Everybody don't think like I think. But anyway, and then I guess they're going to put the homeless people in jail. But I thought the jails was overcrowded too. Child, what's that I smell? I smell an agenda. What's that? I smell population control. Child, don't tell me they're going to kill the homeless folks. Ooh, I never thought I smell a whole lot of fuck around and find out. Ooh, do y'all smell it? Ooh, it's stinking too. Ooh, it's so stinking. But child, I never thought I'd see the day where it would be illegal to be homeless. Child, you can't even be homeless in peace no more. Woo! You used to could be homeless in peace. You can't even be homeless in peace. But I just thank God under these circumstances, I don't look like what I'm going through. Like a lot of other people. Now, some people do look like what they're going through, but I just thank God. I just thank God today that I don't look like what I'm going through. Do I look like what I'm going through, y'all? I don't think I look like what I'm going through. Child, if I look like what I was going through, I look like a booger bear over here, over there. Yeah. But I just thank God. I just thank God today that I don't look like what I'm going through. Touch your neighbor and say, you don't have to look like what you're going through. I'm a testament of that. I just thank God. I thank God that my wig don't look like what it's going through. And my wig is going through a lot of things. Whew. Child. And then I got to go through this as a diabetic. Child, I just thank God that we've been keeping the diabetes under control. Not all the way, but you know what I mean. For the most part. Karma Kaboom, let's get to the point. You're wasting too much time, Karma Kaboom. Come on now. Let's get to the point, Karma Kaboom. All right, let's get to the point. All right. So it's a lot of people that think Donald Trump is playing with them. They think that this is a joke. Donald Trump is out here applying pressure. And not only is Donald Trump out here applying pressure, he's applying big pressure. How big, Karma Kaboom? As big as my fucking back? Shit. Donald Trump is letting y'all know that y'all can fuck around and find out. Baby, I ain't never seen such a elderly person that could apply such pressure. I thought elderly folks take it easy on you, not Donald Trump. He's a different kind of elderly person. Child, I ain't never seen no elderly person that apply pressure like Donald Trump. Have y'all? Child, that man got time for us. All of us. Not some of us, all of us. Donald Trump said anybody can get it. Child, whoo. And now he done sicked all these federal agents out here on the streets. And child, they ready. They ready for all the smoke. And now that the National Guard, the ICE agents, the FBI and the CIA and the ABC and the 123, all of them are pulling up at the same damn time. National Guard, everybody, state troopers. Child, they got Kanye West boots on and they want all the smoke. Not some of the smoke, not a piece of the smoke. Child, they want all the smoke. And look like I seen fuck around and find out on their uniform. Did y'all see it? I think they got fuck around and find out on their uniform. So I've been dodging them, bobbing and weaving, because I don't want none of the smoke. I don't want none of it. Child, my insurance had lapsed because I'm trying to save every penny that I can to try to get my own place and not be in these homeless streets. Woo! But when I heard the broadcast and saw the memo that they was fucking around and letting somebody find out if they didn't have no insurance, I said, ooh, I better get over there and get me some insurance. I needed that $200, but I didn't want that smoke. So I said, oh, let me go quickly and go get my insurance reinstated, child, because I ain't got time to fuck around and find out. That's for Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug. I don't want none of that smoke. I don't want none of it. I don't want to see no blue lights in behind me. Child, I want to pass by and look at the other people get pulled over. I don't want to be one of the ones that get pulled over. So I said, I better go get me some insurance, child. But the people, let me tell you, the people that's really having a hard time. Number one, the illegal migrants. I don't know why y'all done stayed in this country so long. Donald Trump done told y'all time and time. How many times, how many years have he been telling y'all that y'all was going to fuck around and find out? Y'all think Donald Trump just talking just to be talking, just to hear himself talking. He talking to all of y'all. Now, it's a lot of y'all, the illegal migrants. Now, some people think it's just the Mexicans. No, it's some illegal Chinese over here. It's some illegal Indians over here. It's some illegal Italians over here. It's all kind of illegal Africans, all kind of folks that's illegal. He's not only talking to the Mexicans that's illegal. And then the Mexicans, they think they're going to be able to hide behind a tortilla. They might miss y'all. They might have missed y'all last year. They might have missed y'all last month. But sooner or later, touch your neighbor and say sooner or later. Sooner or later, they're going to catch up with y'all. It's almost like y'all playing hide and seek. Okay. Y'all know y'all going to have to go to the store and wash y'all clothes at the laundromat. Y'all know y'all children going to have to go to school. Y'all know y'all going to have to go to the store and get another pack of tortillas. Sooner or later, they going to catch up with y'all. Because they in these streets real heavy. Child is almost feeling like a police state. Everywhere you turn, there go police, there go police. Child, if I was a fugitive, I'd be shaking like a stripper. Child, it ain't nowhere to hide around here. It ain't nowhere to hide around here. And child, I heard they done picked up all kind of killers that's been running from the law. They done found all kind of children that's been kidnapped and this, that, and the other. They done found, woo, what is that? Child, that's a fuck around and find out bomb that's done went off. Did y'all hear that? Woo, I thought it had got me. Child, what was that? Did y'all hear it? Woo, I ain't no telling what that was. It's too much going on out here. I told y'all. It is fuck around and find out seasoning. Anybody can get it. Woo! Child, it ain't nowhere to hide. Nowhere, I say. Woo! I thought that had blown my wig out, child. But anyway, woo! I hope it ain't too much going on around here. Child, it is hot in these streets. It is hot in these streets, I say. But yeah, the people that's having it the hardest right now, the illegal folks. I don't know why y'all just playing with them federal agents. Why y'all waiting on them to come and find y'all? Why don't y'all just surrender and tell them? I know y'all don't want to go back home. But why would you put that on yourself and cause them folks to drag you out of your car? Who gonna take care of your children? If your children at school and you out in the street and the people pick you up in the street, your children are gonna be foster children. Okay? Why would you do that to yourself? Child, they splitting up. Some of the homes ain't happy, but they splitting up some homes out here. Because if you at home or at Walmart and you illegal, and then your husband or your boyfriend at work, and then the people pick you up at the in the traffic lane. Child, I don't know how you gonna contact each other and let them know that you don't get caught up by the federal agents. And look at the timing. Oh, it's right before the holidays. It's a lot of people ain't gonna have no happy holiday this year. A lot of people. But anyway, I think you ought to hold off on your holiday shopping, because a lot of y'all gonna get sit back home before the holidays. And I wouldn't even decorate for the holidays yet, because y'all might get caught by the ICE agents and all these other agents. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about no holiday shopping and eating either. Woo! Child. Ooh. And a lot of these people, I heard, they've been abandoning their cars and their houses and their furniture and grocery and running away like a slave in the middle of the night when they hear about the ICE agents on their street. You never know when they're going to pop up on you. Child, they working around the clock. All these federal agents, they got the spirit of Kevin Gates. They don't get tired. Child, I don't know if they drinking some energy drinks, some Red Bull, but they got a lot of stamina. They don't get tired. And honey, they got a plenty. I believe Donald Trump gonna gave them a gas card, because they ride the hell out of these streets. Child, ooh, baby. And somebody feeding them some good lunch, because they got a lot of energy. And child, I'm telling you the truth. The people, let me tell you the other people that's going to have some problems right now in this fuck around and find out season. The niggas. They think it's a game. They just walking around, still smoking they dope. I was at the laundromat this morning, and child, they smoking dope all outside the laundromat. I said, for real? Y'all really want to smoke? Really? Child, they still out here smoking dope. They still out here riding around with them fake ass tags. They still out here probably riding around them stolen cars. And just still being a nigga. And let me tell you what's finna happen. Now, when I heard that Elon Musk had came to town and not opened not one but two facilities, and child, I can't say too much about that. I can't say too much. But when I heard that Elon Musk and I'm like, why would he pick Memphis of all the cities in America? I still don't know the reason, but he picked Memphis. And then he opened two locations, two facilities. And then Google came right behind him. And I heard allegedly that between both of them, they done invested $4 billion with a B as in boy. I said, that's a lot of money. And I said, that's why they getting rid of these niggas. Because, child, these rich people gonna come to town and develop this place and gentrify it, I think. And they gonna have the rent so high, the niggas ain't gonna be able to afford it. And they don't want these niggas riding around and walking around begging and carjacking and stealing and killing and ruining their high-class environment. Yeah. They finna overhaul this place, I believe. And I've been seeing a whole lot of fancy, high-class, sophisticated people riding around. I said, oh, they already done made it to town. They looking around trying to see which side they gonna develop first, second, and third. Yeah. It's a takeover going on, whether y'all know it or not. And I was trying to mind my homeless business, but I just couldn't help but to notice all of this new stuff that's been going on. They working on these electricity lines. I said I smell Elon Musk all over that, and Google too. They doing it at night. They mostly doing it at night. And I said, oh, I smell what's that I smell? A potential smart city in development. And honey, I got a feeling it's going to be a whole lot of tech jobs available to select people in the near future, real soon. And I also smell some high dollar tech jobs that's getting ready to open up. So I told myself, I said, self, I believe you better take some classes, some computer classes, cause it's gonna be a whole lot of high dollar jobs available. And that's why they running all these niggas, these garbage ass niggas. They got to get them out of town. Cause child, it's finna be real high class and sophisticated around here. You probably won't even recognize it in a few months. And they working real fast. And yeah, the people that's on drugs, y'all gonna have a hard time right now. Y'all been sitting around and riding around smoking dope, racing up and down the street, killing, carjacking, stealing, twerking, reproducing these ugly ass babies. And guess what? Somebody been having meetings while y'all been doing all of that. Somebody been having all kind of meetings in secret behind the scenes trying to figure out a way to get rid of y'all garbage ass. And look, now it's time to implement the program. And y'all not bigger than the program. Yeah. And they finna let you fuck around and find out. You ain't got to take my word for it. Just fuck around and find out. And they gonna get rid of y'all one garbage ass heathen at a time. Yes, one traffic stop at a time. And speaking of traffic stops, I've been seeing a lot of comments on social media. A lot of y'all heathens keep on trying to create this narrative. Oh, why they wasting time with the traffic stops? They can't find no violent criminals in the traffic stop. We just some single mothers. Y'all love to use single mothers as a weapon and a cop out and as an excuse to make people feel sorry for you and take the heat off of y'all ass. But guess what? Donald Trump don't give a damn if you're a single mother. You the one decided to open your legs and reproduce with a garbage ass sperm donor. But yeah, ain't nobody exempt. Single mothers, married mothers, drug addicted mothers, everybody can get it. Everybody, including the homeless. Yes, the blind, the crippled, the crazy, everybody can get it. Because this is fuck around and find out season. Yes. And in case you haven't noticed, a lot of criminals do be in traffic. So where else is the police going to find the criminals? Right there in traffic. They got to go where the criminals are. So if you don't want to be included in the smoke, I suggest you get out of traffic, catch the bus, or walk. Take your children on a walk to go to school. Okay, they ain't learning shit no way. They dumb when they go to school. They dumb when they get out of school. So school ain't helping them no way. Shit. But anyway, yeah. The people who can't go somewhere and sit down, y'all gonna fuck around and find out the quickest before everybody else. Y'all been so addicted to outside, and now outside got all kind of fuck around and find out air in it. Okay. And when y'all get caught up in the fuck around and find out then y'all want to cry and protest and y'all want somebody to help y'all. And see, y'all can't manipulate them federal agents like y'all used to doing with them local police. They don't give a damn about who you are, who you know, who you went to school with. They don't care. And why y'all always say, I can't breathe every time them police get you on the ground? But you could breathe when you get in your car and went outside acting a fool. Okay? But all of a sudden you can't breathe. Them police they don't give a damn about your breath. They want your garbage ass to get on the ground. Okay? Okay? And child, the people that's been so used to trafficking these drugs and all these guns, y'all are gonna fuck around and find out. I know y'all having a hard time because y'all can't smoke the dope and do the drugs like y'all used to do as frequently as y'all used to. Now you gotta do it when you can, and you gotta sneak and get it. Yeah. And I heard that they done made over 600 or 700 arrests in 2 weeks. They have allegedly found 45 missing children, allegedly, and they probably found a lot of them at these hotels. Oh, I wonder how many prostitutes had they found at them hotels. And what else? Oh yeah, I think they found allegedly found over 175 illegal guns, and I'm pretty sure they probably could have found more, way more, had these people had gotten a heads up. Because Donald Trump, he been saying he gonna send them for months and months and months. So that gave the criminals enough time to go and hide everything. Not everything, but a lot of things. They probably took a lot of money on a lot of road trips, as well as a lot of guns, a lot of bodies, a lot of drugs, a lot of this and a lot of that. And a lot of these people, y'all might as well go on and call y'all kinfolks now down in Mississippi and Louisiana and Georgia, because these people are going to push y'all out of this city, one hard-headed heathen at a time. Because they going to have it so high, the rent in the house is going to be so high in a minute when Elon Musk and Google get finished with it, and they're going to be finished with it real soon. Y'all not going to even be able to afford to stay here. No way. Okay, so why wait till you become homeless? Go ahead and call your kinfolks now so you can go to these little small towns, these little small country towns. Okay, but a lot of people are ready for the federal agents to leave, but there's one problem. The federal agents ain't ready to leave. The federal agents gonna leave when they get ready. And the governor said, the news reporters keep on asking them, how long is it gonna take? The news reporters, they ready for the federal agents to leave too. And the governor said, however long it take. So in other words, as long as these heathens act a fool, they gonna stay here. So it looks like they gonna stay here forever, because we got so many hard-headed heathens that won't go somewhere and sit down. They won't stop smoking dope. They won't stop selling dope. They won't stop trafficking drugs. They won't stop racing. Oh, and they keep on trying to race up and down the street. Speaking of racing up and down the street, child, did y'all hear about the police? I said, say it ain't so. I know it wasn't the police, but it wasn't the first time. And I said, how the heathens on the street, the ordinary heathens, gonna act right when we got so many people in the police department that's been sworn to protect and serve is acting wrong? Child, I don't know if the heathens on the street done rubbed off on the police, or if the police is under the influence of the heathens on the street. I just don't know. Who is influencing the other? I don't know. I told you I don't know. But anyway, it was reported that not one, but two. Let me get the report out. Two police, and there was niggas. I don't even have to tell you what color they was. There was niggas. They was drag racing Sunday night, which was, what's today, Wednesday? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days ago. 3 days ago. The police, child, not Pookie, Ray Ray, and Junebug, the police was drag racing in Memphis, and a state trooper caught them. Now, had this been another police, they probably would gave him a pass, because this what's been going on forever. Because you know how that go. I don't have to tell you how it go. But thanks be to God, it was a lawful state trooper that didn't give a damn about who they was. They was just want to do the right thing. Yes. And 37-year-old Raphael Willingham and 40-year-old Rusty Dusty Albert Green was charged with drag racing. And I bet they got ashy ankles. I bet their ankles is ashy. Yeah, that's probably another reason why we got so many potholes in the city. Because we got these hard-headed heathens drag racing all over the place, tearing the streets up. So I see why the city won't invest in paving the streets and repairing the streets, because you got so many hard-headed garbage ass heathens that keep on going outside tearing up the street. Whew! And I hope that they took their car, because they already done took their job. Why would, what's his name, Raphael and Albert? That sound like some hard-headed niggas. Don't it sound like some hard-headed niggas? Raphael and Albert, I bet they've been terrible since the day they were born. Just hard-headed. And they probably got them police jobs based on who they know. I bet they cousin, their uncle, their dad, or somebody probably worked there. And now they done put their job on the line to be crash outs, crash dummies. Now they unemployed. So I guess they can just get in their car and drag race for a living. Oh, stupid ass idiots. Okay, and why won't they go out in the county or go out and be professional race car drivers? Huh? Why won't they do it for money? Okay, I don't know what is so fun about being in these streets drag racing, because they idiots. And they are motivated by the devil, obviously. Whew. But anyway, I'm so glad they got rid of them. Because if they don't have any more sense than that, they don't have no business being the police. Okay, they're too fucking stupid. They're too fucking stupid to be a police, in my opinion. But anyway, I guess they can go work at McDonald's or somewhere like that. I don't give a damn where they go. Okay. But hopefully that'll teach them a lesson and they won't be back out here drag racing. Hopefully. But anyway, yeah, there's been so many people that have been so happy about, Donald Trump putting all of these federal agents on the streets all over Memphis. And I'm really happy about it. But I'm not going to say no but. I'm not going to say no but. Okay? I'm not going to say no but. I'm just going to say I'm happy about it. And if this is what it takes to get these garbage ass folks somewhere and set them down, this just the collateral damage we got to deal with. Okay? And we just caught in the crosshairs of it. Okay? All right. So, yeah. So, now that the federal agents are everywhere you turn, you see a police. Everywhere you turn. Pookie, Ray Ray, and Junebug done got somewhere and sat down. But I thought that was about their life. I thought they wanted all the smoke. I thought they was ready to spin the block and stand on business. Now we find out somebody is tougher than they are and ready to give them that same energy. Child, what's that? What's that I hear? That sound like the fuck around and find out alert. Child, somebody is getting ready to fuck around and find out. Do y'all hear it? Do y'all hear the alarm? Ooh, somebody fucking around and finding out somewhere. But anyway, yeah. A lot of people are really mad that this one white man, Donald Trump, he is telling everybody to go sit y'all asses down. That's really what Donald Trump is saying. Go sit your ass down. Okay? And some of these people are hard-headed. So they're going to have to fuck around and find out. Why is it so hard to go sit your ass down somewhere? Damn. But, don't y'all think it's a shame how... Now, I think they can turn that alarm off now, don't y'all? The alert needs to go off now. Okay, y'all fucking up my life. Whew. Child. Damn. Let me... Ooh, that noise is getting on my nerves. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now, listen. Don't y'all think it's a shame? All these years, I've been talking about the crime in Memphis. I've been talking about the drag racing. I've been talking about the murders. I've been talking about the heathens. And even though allegedly, some people say this current mayor allegedly cheated to get in that position, I'm so glad he did. I didn't think he was qualified to begin with. But you know how some people, they be just so ready to get in a position just to poke their chest out and prove a point and look like, somebody to the outside world. I'm so glad these garbage ass niggas done got in position and trying to clout chase off of these positions, jockeying for these positions. Now, all of them are in these city and county positions and haven't did shit for the citizens. Haven't, in my opinion, they haven't did anything to improve the city or the county. And then out of nowhere, they didn't even see it coming. Out of nowhere, here come this one white man, Donald Trump, out of nowhere, and sent all these federal agents to the city. And before he sent them, he go to mayor saying, "Oh, crime is down. Crime is down." We didn't even hardly see his punk ass. We hardly never seen him. He been in his office warming a seat with that empty suit. And the city been falling down literally around his office. We didn't hardly see him, the police chief, and in my opinion, Donald Trump, he need to replace them. The county mayor, he ain't been doing shit. A lot of these so-called state representatives, I would call his name Antonio Parkinson, and some more, they haven't been doing shit for their constituents. They haven't been doing shit for the city. And myself and so many other people, we've been calling and emailing and practically begging the governor to come see about Memphis. He ain't gave a damn, in my opinion. But now, under the influence of Donald Trump, now all of them. Now they're trying to impress Donald Trump. They ain't got no other choice. What other options do they have on the board? Because Donald Trump is not playing with them. Okay, either you're going to play ball or you're going to sit your ass out the game. Okay, Donald Trump ain't giving them no option. So they ain't got no choice other than to get on TV and put on a poker face and pretend like they a team player. All this time, child, some of the news reporters need to get in their face with the microphone and ask them, what the hell have y'all been doing? Pam Bundy and Donald Trump, some of them need to get in their face and ask them, what the hell have y'all been doing all these years while all these heathens been out of control? If the federal agents can come in and 1 week and do what y'all haven't did in years, what the hell have y'all been doing? And Pam Bundy, she's the U.S. Attorney General. I want her. She probably already doing it, but a lot of times they won't tell you what they doing. they just go and do it because they got the spirit of Nike. They just do it. Child, these smart white people, they don't think they're not gonna come to town and clean house, okay? And they just gonna clean house in the street. I believe, they be having meetings, they be talking behind the scenes, they be making phone calls, and some of these people that live in Memphis, you better believe they been sending emails and making phone calls and whatever. I think some people finna lose their fucking jobs. Yeah. Because Pam Bundy, she already asked the question, what have y'all been doing with these federal dollars that have been allocated? And I haven't heard an answer, have y'all? I haven't heard the mayor or nobody give an answer. So you know what's going to happen next? Pam Bundy and her crew, they going to start investigating and looking through them files and trying to search for where the money at. Where did the money go? And that last mayor, when Thaddeus Matthews, ooh, speaking of Thaddeus Matthews, child, I keep on thinking of Thaddeus Matthews. It looked like to me he came to me in my dream the other morning. Child, I believe he was trying to give me something to say to the people. I can't remember what it was, but child, if Thaddeus Matthews was alive, a.k.a. the former cussing pastor, woo, this thing would be bigger than what it is. Child, he would have this thing rocking and rolling. Yes. And do y'all remember when the former mayor, who was a empty suit, he was a worse empty suit than the current empty suit. But Strickland, when right before he left office, Thaddeus, he was always getting some information from a source, and Thaddeus had reported that over $700,000 was missing from the city, and the mayor, Strickland, allegedly could not provide an answer where the money went. Child, what's that I smell? I smell some roguish folks in office. Oh, they've been stealing, and then they were stealing bad right before they got out of office. And had that been, somebody else, it would have probably been a big investigation. They would try to find out where that money went. But who looked like the burglars? They just tipped in and got the money bags and tipped out. And ain't nobody questioned, ain't nobody said nothing, ain't nobody tried to call for an investigation. They just allegedly stole all that money and just left. Wow. But anyway, I think if Pam Bondi and Donald Trump had their way, they gonna clean house and they gonna replace these garbage ass folks that ain't doing shit to help move the city forward, and rightfully so. So, yeah, I think it's a shame that this one white man, they keep on saying that Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump is a racist. And they cannot tell me what is racist that he's done. If anything, Donald Trump has helped the black community more than any of these black leaders combined, in my opinion, including the so-called community activists. They ain't been doing shit but running their fucking mouth. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has been doing the damn thing. Okay. He has come in and executed a plan that's fucking working, if you ask me. And now you got all these leaders of the community. They so quiet. Don't get quiet now. Keep that same energy and keep running your mouth. Okay? And I think it would be beneficial to get involved and help Donald Trump, because he's only one man. He's only one man. He needs everybody. He don't really need our help. But it would be great if everybody pitch in and help, continue to work with him as it relates to what he started. And shout out to, what's his name? Senator Brent Taylor. He was the one that was so pivotal in getting this whole movement started. He was the spark that really helped to get us to where we are now, if you ask me. And I think he has done a remarkable job. And it's a shame that the mayor, the police chief, and the DA, and a whole lot of them, they were not really trying to help him and support him in his movement as it relates to his Make Memphis Matter campaign. But honey, he still, by the grace of God, he still was steadfast and got it going, and he did not let up, he did not waver, and he was committed to it. So, a lot of people don't want to give him his credit and his flowers, but he has been very influential in getting this to where it is now. So shout out to him. And the black leadership in Memphis have failed the city. They have not only failed the city, but they have failed the citizens. They have failed at what they have been assigned to do. And I'm so glad that the spotlight is on a lot of these raggedy ass so-called leaders. And now they're quiet. They don't have nothing to say. And I'm so glad that the spotlight is on them, because all eyes is on Memphis. I'm so glad, because it's time for the chickens to come home to roost, and they have come home to roost. Yes. And they hate that they cannot control the narrative. They hate it. And they hate that one white man is showing them up. And Donald Trump done showed up by the grace of God, and he is showing out. Okay. Ain't that a shame? One white man is kicking ass, and all these niggas, these leaders, they just sat around talking, getting on TV talking. That's all they ever gonna do is fucking talk. Meanwhile, this man is showing action. Okay. And I'm so glad that they can't, like I said, they can't control the narrative, and they can't manipulate. They can't manipulate. And it's not about who you know, and you can't get no favors, and you can't get no pass, and all of this. And then, a lot of these nigga leaders, they don't want to do shit unless the money and a TV camera's involved. So these federal agents, they don't give a damn about none of that shit. They already got the money. They already got the power. They already got the fucking clout. So it's no favors that these niggas around here can do for them. Okay? It's nothing that they can do for them. They already got what they need. And they boots is already on the ground, and they kicking ass left to right. And no ass is exempt. Okay? This is fuck around and find out season. Whew. Yeah. And you know what? Why else I am so happy about this? I am so happy because the whole world is looking at Memphis. All eyes are on Memphis. And everybody can see who the problem is. And a lot of people are in denial about who the problem is. And a lot of people don't want to say who the problem is because they want to hug on their color. They want to protect their color. They don't care how bad and how terrible they are and how diabolical they are. Oh, they want to protect their color. They people. And somebody in the comment section on one of my videos on TikTok, child, my video went viral on TikTok. That would never happen on YouTube, because we got a lot of haters behind the scenes at YouTube that try to control the narrative. They try to control my numbers. They do the same thing on TikTok, but they're a little bit more fair over there on TikTok. But yeah, my little video that I did, child, I didn't think it was gonna go viral. It's done went viral. I already got almost 200,000 views. If I could just get $1 for each one of them views. Woo! Just $1. But yeah, so many people, it started a conversation in the comment section. And the conversation, the dialogue is needed and very necessary, if you ask me. And for so long, so many people, they love to try to manipulate and control my mouth and other people in the African American community's mouth by saying, oh, you talking down on your people. And that makes me so mad when y'all try to make those people who are the problem my people just because they black. No. My people are not heathens. Okay, let's start right there. My people are not heathens. My people are not hard-headed. My people don't comb the streets all night long and don't know when and where to go somewhere and sit down. My people are not drug addicted. My people take baths and showers on a regular basis, don't walk around stinking with nasty, dirty clothes on, but yet they go to the laundromat. Make it make sense. Okay, my people don't sit up and hook up with losers and reproduce with losers and have ugly ass babies. My people, can we talk about my people? I want y'all to stop putting these garbage folks on me as my people just because they black. You are not automatically my people just because you're black. You don't get the privilege of being my people just because you're black. And if they are my people, I don't claim them. Okay. Period. So a lot of people are recognizing who the problem is. And a lot of us, we've been knowing who the problem is, but y'all don't want to admit who the problem is because they black. And it's a difference, in my opinion, between black and niggas. And so many people are recognizing that it's a difference. Touch your neighbor and say it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. And a lot of these people think they're supposed to get a pass for being roguish and murderers and hard-headed and garbage just because, you've been having it so hard and you've been living in poverty. You didn't know who your father was. All this bullshit. And it's nothing but a fucking excuse. It's nothing but a fucking cop-out. And I'm so sick and tired of people saying, we gotta attack the problem. They're poverty. It's a lot of people that's been poor, but they didn't resort to stealing and killing and carjacking. Hell, I grew up poor and poverty, but never did it cross my mind to go in the store and pick up some pork chops and chickens and put them in my stomach or my pocketbook and walk the fuck out the store. Why? Number one, because I was raised in a righteous home with a righteous mind and a righteous mother, and I knew there would be consequences. That's the problem with this generation. They haven't been raised with consequences. Okay, they haven't had nobody to beat the fuck out of them. Okay, it's nothing wrong with beating the fuck out of them, but it's another thing and abusing them. Abuse and beating the fuck out of somebody is two different things. A lot of these people, they haven't had their ass kicked by their parents. And see, if they had some ass kicking going on, maybe it would stop a lot of this crime. Yeah, discipline. That's a hell of a tool to stop a lot of the crime. Yeah, discipline. Shit. And because there has been a lack of discipline, we see the results, right? We see the results. This is why so many of these people are out of control and they have this sense of entitlement like they do. They want to do what they want to do. They want to go where they want to go. They don't want nobody in authority telling them what to do. And we see it on the jobs. We see it at the church. We see it in the grocery store. We see it at Walmart. We see it at the car wash. Everywhere we turn, we got these people who feel entitled. And they want to do what they want to do. They don't want nobody telling them nothing. They feel like they know everything and they want to do what they want to do. That spirit right there is ruining America. Okay. And I don't want to go too far into that because I could be all day long talking about that. But the niggas are the problem. And I just got to say it like that. Okay. The spirit in these niggas is a problem. And that's why, and so many people have been asking this question. Why the task force ain't in the white neighborhoods? Why the task force only in the black neighborhood? Because y'all garbage ass is the one that's been causing the fucking problems. Okay. Not all, but a whole lot of you have. Okay. And then when I say that, they say, it's some white people been killing too, but not as much as y'all. Oh, it's some white people been stealing too. It's some Chinese been stealing too, but not like y'all. Not like y'all niggas. Okay. Y'all steal every day. You kill every fucking day. Okay. And you've been doing too much of the wrong thing and not enough of the right thing because you don't have a righteous spirit. You're not killing because you're poor. You killing because you want to. And that's gotta be crazy. That's gotta be a crazy somebody. Even right under the task force nose, here we go, got some garbage ass niggas still killing, still carjacking, still drag racing, still being a garbage ass heathen. Whew! Just begging to go to jail. Begging to go to the morgue. Begging to go to the cemetery. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Because they got a diabolical spirit by nature. And nothing can stop them but God and death. I have said that so many times. And some people have asked the question, where the task force said, why are you worried? And I thought that was terrible. Fox 13 Memphis, the news station, they had, about a week or two ago, they had encouraged the citizens to report where the federal task force agents staying at, trying to put the task force members in danger. I think Fox 13 should have been shut down for that by itself. That is very low down and very irresponsible of a news station to do something so horrible as that. And for the reporter to do that, seemed like to me the general manager who operates the news station, they would have had to get the clearance from them. So I don't know what has become of that. I know a lot of the politicians, most of the Republicans, they sent off a very fiery letter from the General Assembly trying to hold them accountable for that. And I think some charges ought to come out of that. I really do. Against the news station and the reporter. And what? Ooh, Carbon Kaboom, don't ask that question why they want to know. They want to. The heathens want to know what a federal agency is so they can try to jeopardize the mission. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, so they can keep on doing what they've been doing. They do not want to turn around and get right. And they know they can't manipulate them federal agents. They know that they going to have to do right as long as them federal agents are in town. They want them federal agents out of here. And I'm so glad that they cannot do nothing to jeopardize the mission. And them federal agents don't give a damn about how they feel about them being here. They gonna stay here as long as they want to stay here. Yeah. And so many of them, the heathens, they have been asking me in the comment section under my video, where the federal agents at? Where the task force at? You're not supposed to see them. You are supposed to feel them. I keep on telling y'all that. You don't worry about where they at. Just know that they are here. See, they want to know what they can get away with. That's why they want to know where they at. Don't worry about where they are. You just concentrate and focus on doing right. Okay. That's what you worry about. Don't worry about where the federal agency is. Just know that they gonna pop out when they need to pop out. Okay, they gonna pull up when they need to pull up. You just be doing what you supposed to do. That's what you worry about. Don't worry about the federal agents. Because you going to feel them. You're not going to see them. You're supposed to feel them. Touch your neighbor and say, you're supposed to feel them. You're not supposed to see them. Okay. And I love that for them. I love it. I love it. You don't know what kind of car they're driving. They could be driving a boat. They could be driving a 18-wheeler. You don't know what they're driving. But just know they're going to pop out when they need to pop out. Okay. They're going to pull up when they need to pull up. Just know that. Okay. That's all you need to be concerned about. Doing the right thing. You just do the right thing. So you don't have to feel them as well as see them. Okay. Yeah. They gonna pull out when they need to pull out and pull up when they need to pull up. Yes. And I love that these heathens can't control the narrative. They cannot manipulate these people. Yeah, and see, they're not used to that. They're not used to that. They're not used to that. I'm so glad that they, ooh, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. Yeah. See, they used to being able to manipulate, lie, pay somebody off, suck their dick, eat their pussy, and all that kind of stuff to get over and get out of accountability. Oh, baby. They can't stand accountability. And they got to eat accountability pie. They got to eat accountability cookies. They got to drink accountability lemonade and chew some accountability gum, chewing gum. Yes. Yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad about it. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What about the people who say they hate the government? They don't like the government. Oh, they can't stand the government. They can't stand Donald Trump. But they like the government resources. I done said this before. If Donald Trump is racist, give him his food stamps back. Give him his Section 8 back. Stay off the white man's internet. Stop going live on the white man's internet. Get a white man his cell phones back. Stop texting on the white man's cell phone. Give him his clothes back. Give him his shoes back. Give him his wigs, his nails, his shoes, his socks, his almost everything. Everything you use is the white man. The racist people. If they racist and they so this and they so white supremacists and all that, stop using their stuff. Get your own stuff. Be independent. Okay, but y'all ain't gonna do that. But y'all just want to complain. Y'all want to complain. This is what I don't like. Every time it's time to do right and be accountable, the niggas, they want to find a reason to use, oh, they racist. They racist. This white supremacy. This white supremacy. But you don't have no excuses when it come time for killing, stealing, smoking dope, having these babies that you can't afford, and all this other bullshit. Okay. You want to use all these racist white people, so-called racist white people stuff, but what have you built of your own to match or exceed the racist white man? See, the problem is you cannot compete where you can't compare. You have done, a lot of these niggas, they ain't did shit to match the efforts of the so-called racists. What have y'all built? And y'all used to have all these excuses. Oh, the white man in my way. The white man, he done got out y'all way. Now, that we know of, he's not killing. Y'all killing y'all own. Y'all killing each other. Okay. The white man is not out here carjacking. The white man is not out here selling drugs to the black folks. They might be, the ones that's shipping and putting it on the ship. But y'all are the one that putting y'all hands on it. Y'all black hands are who is putting it out here in the community? Who is pulling up to the gas station, selling it to other black people? Huh? The white man might have put it over here, but did he force you to put it in your mouth and in your arm and down your throat? Huh? Did the white man force you to hook up with Ray Ray and Pookie and Jumbo and have an ugly ass baby that you can't afford? Huh? Did he force you to put Pookie and Ray Ray's penis in your mouth for free? Or for a couple of chicken wings or a cheeseburger? Huh? Come on now. Come on now. We got to learn to be accountable. And stop blaming the white man. Stop blaming the blue man. Stop blaming the devil. And blame the person in the mirror. I did this. How did I get a big bag? Because I ate them fucking cheeseburgers. I ate this whole thing. Look. A while ago, I went over to this place. And they got some delicious food. I ain't going to open it up because my diabetic doctor might be watching my video. But trust me. Trust me when I say, ate the stuff that I shouldn't eat. That's how I got a big bag. The white man didn't make me get a big bag. Sure, he had the restaurants, most of the restaurants that I went and ate at, but he didn't force me at gunpoint, come over here to this restaurant and eat all of this food that you're not supposed to eat and probably can't afford either. Okay, I did that. See, that's accountability. It's hard for so many people to say, I did this, I caused that. Oh, they can't do it. I can't do it. But see, that comes with maturity, becoming an adult. You can do that. But if you're childish and you gonna hide and run away from accountability, yeah, you gotta become mature in order to be accountable. Okay. Yeah. We can talk about more of that on another video. But yeah. If you hate and oppose the government, stop using the government's resources. Give him his food stamps back. Come out of his Section 8 house. Grow your own food. Yeah. Yeah. And those of you, a lot of y'all love to try to make people feel bad for being a Trump supporter. If you are taking government assistance, you are a Trump supporter too, by default. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And a lot of y'all like to make the Trump supporters feel bad, and you want to accuse Donald Trump of being a racist, but what have you all done to exceed the efforts of Donald Trump? Huh? How many schools have y'all built? How many houses have y'all built? You say your ancestors used to build all these pyramids and all of this and all that. What happened to your building skills? Huh? You call yourself a king and a queen, but you relying on the white man that you say is a racist. Why haven't y'all built anything of your own? What houses? Y'all scamming and stealing all these houses and lying on these applications to get all these houses. But how many of these houses have y'all built? You say the Mexicans taking all y'all jobs. So, okay, so Donald Trump done send a lot of them back home. So, I ain't saying none of y'all on no construction jobs. I ain't saying none of y'all at Home Depot or Lowe's going in there getting some, stealing or buying some hammers or nails or bricks or concrete to build some houses. Huh? So now y'all been saying the Mexicans taking all our jobs. Okay, Donald Trump done sent a whole bunch of them back home. So why y'all not trying to get on them jobs that the Mexicans was taking? Now they done went back home. Most of them done went back home. Why y'all? Oh, I want to know why y'all niggas is not on them jobs that y'all say or claim that the Mexicans was taking. Huh? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And we're not going to get into why so many of these niggas are walking around looking at me and won't look at a job application. Huh? We're not going to get into right now. We can do it another day, but it ain't going to be today. We're not going to talk about why I see so many of these hood rats walking around looking so nasty and gross with booty shorts on and hair bunnies on. You got to prepare to get on a job. Okay, Donald Trump, ooh, y'all still walking around in la la land. You still walking around in delusion and confusion. You still walking around thinking Donald Trump is playing a game with y'all. He is going to he already doing it. He is taking y'all off of them food stamps. You think you're going to be able to steal and lie and scam and steal and kill as a replacement? No, no, no. He going to throw y'all garbage ass in the jail, up under the jail. Okay. And then if you try to fight them federal agents, they going to take you down in the dirt. They're not going to have no mercy and compassion on you. Okay. I know what it is. Y'all so used to being treated with all of this, fluffy, and getting out of all of this stuff and, crying and somebody have a mercy on you and all this and all that. But Donald Trump don't give a damn about y'all crocodile tears. He don't give a damn about your excuses. He don't give a damn if you didn't have a father. He don't give a damn if you grew up in poverty. He don't give a damn if your ancestors were slaves. Your ancestors were slaves. You're not one, unless you want to be. Okay, what what does today have to do with what was going on with your ancestors? Huh? And I look around like today, I look around at all of these hood rats, all these pookies and ray rays and jumbos. They got the activities of their limbs. They can walk to the liquor store. They can walk up the street and around the block, a couple of blocks, and go get them some drugs from the other pookie and ray ray house and meet them at the gas station. They can walk all day and all night, slamming doors up and down the stairs at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. They can, they travel all day and all night. They can steal a car to ride all day and all night, but they can't steal a car to go to a job. They can't steal a car to go to a job interview or pick up a job application. They can't steal a car to go to the library and get on the computer, but they can steal a car to go kill another black person or harm otherwise another black person. Make it make sense, somebody. Okay, they walk all day long, all night. They got the spirit of Kevin Dace. They don't get tired. They walk all day and all night. But as soon as you put them on a job, they tired. If you give a nigga a job laying down, they'll stand up and quit. You couldn't pour a job on them. They get tired so easy. But you know when they don't get tired? They don't never get tired of smoking dope. They don't never get tired of doing drugs. They don't never get tired of sucking dick. They don't never get tired of fucking and reproducing ugly ass babies. They don't never get tired of stealing. They don't never get tired of killing. They don't never get tired of carjacking. They don't never get tired of being a piece of shit. Okay, they don't never get tired of wearing them ugly ass eyelashes and them greasy, nasty looking ass hair bonnets. They don't never get tired of wearing pajama pants out in public. They don't never get tired of wearing nightgowns outside. They don't never get tired of not taking a bath and walking around stinking. I could go on and on and on. The point of the matter is, this is what I'm trying to say to you. They don't never get tired of being unrighteous and diabolical. But they always get tired when it's time to be righteous. Do y'all notice that? They always get tired when it's time to do godly things. Ooh, they get tired of driving the speed limit. Yesterday, I'm driving in this area right here. I almost got ran out the road by 3 people. 3 heathens. Ooh, they get so tired of me driving the speed limit. They want to break the law. And they want me to break the law. Or try to kill me. Because I'm obeying the law. And then you got these people saying, oh, what good is the traffic? The traffic stops. The traffic stops not going to stop the violent crime. They just harassing the single mothers that's trying to get their children to school. A lie don't care who it catch a ride with. A lie don't care who tell it. Just as long as it get told. They know damn well a lot of them, some of them, not all, they don't give a damn about taking their children to school. They don't give a damn about that. And, I get so tired of these heathens and their lies and their excuses. You still supposed to obey the law. It don't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you are. The law is the law. And just like the video that I put up on TikTok, whereas I was talking about somebody suspicious behind me at the gas station, it wasn't nobody but niggas. A lot of the niggas, they said, oh, they probably just rolling up a joint. That's illegal. And then one of the niggas said, no, it's not. See what I'm talking about? The spirit of rebellion. The spirit of liar. The spirit of, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to accommodate the other people that want to do what they want to do. That spirit is running rampant all through the community. And it is so detrimental. They are lawless, they are reckless, and they are out of control. Whew! And they get worse every day. I keep on saying that they get worse and worse every day. But now they got somebody in town that's going to match that energy, and they want all the smoke. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. Because they want to be the only ones to shoot. Oh, they can't stand that the federal agents got guns, and they not scared to pull them out. And they not scared to use them. Yeah. They want the federal agents to have compassion on them because they grew up poor. They in poverty. They didn't have a father. This, that, and the other. Them federal agents don't give a damn about you being in poverty. Go sit your garbage ass, poverty stricken ass down. You knew you was in poverty before you came outside acting a fool. Okay, so if you know that you in poverty, don't come outside acting a fool. That's what you do. If you know you didn't have a father, stay at home. Stay at home. Okay. Not having a father, growing up without a father, does not give you a permit to come outside being disobedient and doing what you want to do. Huh. But anyway, I feel a lot safer now. It feels so good not to smell marijuana when I come outside and go through the drive-thrus of these fast food restaurants. And, a lot of the heathens like this one right here, he still won't go somewhere and sit down, driving around looking at me, driving around looking at my face. Okay, they still won't go somewhere. It's going to take some time. We got to be patient with them, right? We got to exercise patience because all of them, they just won't go somewhere and sit down. They just so hard-headed. So a lot of them, we're going to have to exercise patience and work with them a little bit more than others. But they eventually going to get somewhere and sit down. Trust me. And perhaps the Safe Task Force, maybe they're going to have to apply more pressure on more people than others. You know how you got some bad children. Sometimes you got to beat some ass on some of the children more than the others. Some of the children, you can just look at them and give them a look, and they'll go somewhere and sit down and behave. But some of them, you got to kick some ass. Do I hear in the parents that know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you got to beat some ass. Okay, so that's what they want. That's what the heathens want. They trying their best to antagonize a lot of the federal agents. They want the federal agents to beat their ass so bad so they can just scream like a gremlin that's got some water thrown on. Oh, I got hurt. They hit me. Because they want them to go home. They want the federal agents to go home. And they want to be a victim so bad. Oh, they want to be a victim so bad. You know how the heathens do? They love to pull the victim card. Oh, I got hurt. I got killed. I can't breathe. You know what I mean? That man, get off of me. I want you off of me. Get away from me. But the federal agents, they know what they doing. They playing smart. They playing chess, not checkers. Okay? But it feels so good not to hear any gunshots. I can hear the birds again. Oh, I can hear the bees again. I can feel a crisp fall breeze. Oh, and it's not all of it, but a lot of the air is not tainted by marijuana. It feels so good to smell fresh air and not feel hood rat contaminated air. You know what I mean? Whew. Child, they done arrested over allegedly 700 heathens. And that feels so good to have 700 less heathens on the street. Woo! Thank you, God. And they getting all this marijuana off the street. They taking a lot of these guns. I heard allegedly 175 guns. That's at least 175 people that could have got shot. You hear me? So, thank God for that. Oh, in other words, the federal task force agents are on their job. They understand their assignment. Yes. And they are spinning the block every day. Yes. And it feels so good to be able to drive the streets and you don't have these people racing 100 miles per hour plus. Now, some of the heathens still driving fast, so they gonna have to get the task force in behind them. Okay, and the federal tax agents are stopping one heathen at a time. Okay, they can't stop all of them at the same time. So, yeah, every day they applying pressure. They applying pressure. The task force is applying pressure, and a lot of these heathens are fucking around and finding out every day. They might miss y'all today, but they'll get you tomorrow. Okay, and I have confidence in them doing their job. But it feels so good to be able to go to the car wash in peace. Just the little things. The little things we take for granted, like going to the park. Oh, it's been so long since I could go to the park in peace. Child, we can go to the park in peace. We can drive on the interstate in peace. A lot of people, they obeying the speed limit. I haven't seen that in years. Woo! Hallelujah. Child, I walked out the bank the other day, had my money in my hand. Since when have I been able to do that? And I didn't feel nervous. I felt so confident. It was like I dare heathen to approach me. I dare you. I dare y'all to rob me. Child, I know the task force would have been on them. Yeah, I don't have to see them. I know they're around. I know they're around. And they ready. They ready to crash out on a crash dummy. Yeah, yeah. And I just can't help but to think about a lot of the murder victims. If only the task force had been here sooner, so many of the murder victims, like Young Dolph, might still be alive. Liza Fletcher, I think about her all the time. She was jogging. She couldn't even jog in peace. Garbage ass heathen snatched her up, kidnapped her, raped her, and killed her in a terrible way. Y'all Google it. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just such tragic. It's such a tragic story. And she had such a wonderful life that she was living. And somebody that didn't have shit going for himself. And can you imagine being raped by a garbage ass heathen? Probably hadn't even had a shower. Probably hadn't even bathed his garbage ass dingaling. Woo! Can you imagine getting raped by a nasty garbage somebody who ain't even took a bath? Probably had an STD and she don't went to heaven. Hopefully she went to heaven. I believe she went to heaven. Don't went to heaven with a STD. Possibly. Whew. Child, I'm pretty sure she fought. I would have had to fight and just, and he looked so gross. I forgot his name. Garbage. Raped her. If the task force had been on the street then, she might have been still alive. And it's so many others who have been tragically killed, either by a race car driver or somebody with a gun. Had the task force been here, those people would still possibly be alive. So absolutely, the task force is necessary. And the task force is beneficial. Absolutely. Okay? And the question was asked recently so many times. Well, what's going to happen when the task force leave? Hopefully they won't never leave. But I think it would be wise for so many people in the community to get involved and help to stabilize a lot of the safety nets and report and create a hotline to report these heathens when you see these heathens getting ready to do what heathens do. And be proactive. Don't wait till they do something. You see them creeping around, call in on their garbage ass and report them. You see they don't belong in the neighborhood, call in and report their garbage ass. Okay? We need to create a hotline so we can tell when these people are riding around selling these drugs and doing all this stuff that they don't have no business doing. Call in and report them. And that would help a whole lot. And keep on reporting them. Keep on doing the right thing. and hold these heathens accountable. Yes. You see these race car drivers racing up and down the street. And that's another thing. That's another thing. We could we could develop a whole lot of roundabouts. The roundabouts are very effective. A lot of cities and small towns have a lot of the roundabouts. We need to create some of these roundabouts that will help stop or maybe deter a lot of these race car drivers. The race car drivers have been just diabolical, and they have terrorized the communities in more ways than one. I don't have to go down the line and tell y'all what they've been doing. Y'all see what they've been doing. And we need to get some speed bumps. A whole lot of speed bumps. And that would either deter the race car drivers or tear their fucking car up. It don't belong to them no way. Some of them done stole a lot of them cars. So we know they allegedly got a lot of chop shops all over the city. So when they tear up one car, they go get another one. But they just gonna have a lot of tore up cars, and we put a lot of speed bumps down all over the city. It's gonna force them to conform to the speed limit one way or another. Okay? And we need to find out what the chop shops is. If you know what the chop shops are, you need to report it to the task force agents while they in town. We need to get as much use out of the task force agents as possible while they are here. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say to you. And I haven't seen as many bogus tags. I'm so glad they've been rounding a lot of these people up that's been riding around with them bogus tags, because it's not fair. And matter of fact, I got to go renew my tag this month, and I don't want to pay all that money. And if I got to pay all that money for my tag, I don't think other people should get a shortcut and just circumvent the process. Okay, they got money for drugs. They got money for that's another thing. Yeah, thank you, God. Yeah, let's talk about that part. I heard so many people say, "Oh, I'm a struggling father. I'm a struggling single mother. I can't afford all these tags and pay my fines and this and that." They say the same thing. They use the same excuse when it's time to go back to school. They can't buy them backpacks. They go begging for backpacks at the church. Okay, they don't want to go to the church and they don't want to support the pastor. They always lying and talking about the pastor ain't no good, but they want the pastor stuff just like they want the government stuff. Ain't that so? They love to talk trash about the pastor and about Donald Trump and the government, but they want the pastor stuff. They want Donald Trump stuff. They want the government stuff, the resources. If you can smoke dope, if you can find money to smoke dope all day long, you can find money to buy some legitimate tags. You can find money to pay your traffic fines. You the one fucked up out there in the streets. So all this time, years and years and years, you haven't paid your traffic fine. Who fault is that? But you've been having money, time, and energy to buy drugs, to find drugs. You done passed the place where you could have been paying $2 or $20 a month on your fine, but you the one decided to take that $2 or that $20 and go the other way and buy drugs. So, who fault is that? Who fault is that? Who fault is that, I say? Okay, if they can find money for drugs, they can find money to go buy some car tags. If they can find money for liquor, if they can go to the liquor store, they can go to the clerk office and pay on their fines. They overdue fines. They can buy fines. They can buy tags. They can take care of their responsibility. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, if they can buy drugs and liquor and go to the club and get crab legs, they can pay on their fines. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And all of this running red lights and stop signs, I've been seeing less of that. That's good. Driving at night with no lights on, I've been seeing less of that. They scared of them. They scared of them state troopers and them other federal agents, cause the federal agents showing them that they about that life. Yes. So bad. In other words, I'm trying to say to you, this is what I'm trying to say to you. The federal task force agents done put some fear in these heathens' hearts. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Okay, the crashes are down. They used to have crashes every day, all day long. We done seen less crashes. Let me tell you something. When you're driving so fast that the motor is ejected out of your car and on the ground smoking, you're going too fast. You're doing too much. When you driving so fast that you split the other person's car in half, you doing too much. You're going too fast. Okay. So it's time to slow down and obey the law. Okay? Not only obey the law, but obey authority, obey God, and that's where it starts. A lot of people say it starts at home, but it starts with obeying God. But I guess you would obey God at home. It started at home somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Okay, but that's where it starts, obeying God. It makes it easy to obey the law when you obey God. It makes it easy to obey your parents when you obey God. But a lot of people don't want to obey their parents. They don't want to obey the teacher at the schoolhouse, the principal, the school bus driver. They don't want to obey the police. And all of this got to do with obedience. You got to obey. Touch your neighbor and say obey. Obey. Okay. Obey. That's the word of the day. Obey. Yes. And what else? What else? Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. The video that I did on TikTok that went viral, child. It went viral. Child, I was doing a video and I was talking about it was a car behind me. And I was talking about how I cannot go to the gas station in peace. Child, do you know most of the comments was saying, why you at the gas station at night? And it wasn't nobody but niggas asking me that question or making that statement. Nobody but niggas. And it's as if to say, ain't that sad? They want to condemn me, a adult, a grown person, for going to the gas station at night like I got restrictions on me. Last time that I checked, I don't have an ankle monitor. I don't have no restrictions on me. I can go to the gas station whenever I get good and ready. But it's not wise. I understand when you're in a crime zone, a war zone, like the city is. It's a war zone. Yes, it's not wise to go to the gas station at night. But I should be afforded the right and the privilege to go to the gas station or wherever else I want to go. And I should not be concerned with a garbage ass heathen, a criminal, approaching me and trying to sneak up on me and attack me. And I think it's crazy that most people was condemning me for going to the gas station at night, but they weren't condemning the suspected criminal, the would-be criminal, the heathen that was sitting behind me looking like they was up to no good. It's crazy how most of this culture, they got a lot of smoke for the victims and the people that ain't doing nothing and just minding their own business, but they ain't got that same smoke for the criminals, for the heathens. They get the heathens a pass. They get the criminals a pass. All the criminals, the heathens, they can go to the gas station whenever they get ready. They can go to the gas station at night. Don't nobody say nothing. But that just like that woman, Liza Fletcher, that got kidnapped at 4 o'clock in the morning and killed by that garbage ass dude, everybody was asking the question why she was jogging at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hell, she a grown woman. She can jog whenever the fuck she get ready. But then none of those people asked the question, why was he kidnapping somebody at 4 o'clock in the morning and killing them? I'm still waiting on that question. Then nobody had smoke for the kidnapper and the killer, but they had so much smoke for the victim. Damn. Throwing rocks at that woman at the morgue. Throwing rocks at that woman in her grave. Damn. But they didn't throw no rocks at the jailhouse for the killer, the kidnapper. and a killer. And when you can't jog in peace, it's a fucking problem. Damn. But thanks be to God, in the safe task force, there is an atmosphere being created where we can jog in peace at whatever time of the morning or night that you want to. You should be able to jog whenever you want to. And no heathen should be touching a hair on your head. Okay. The climate needs to be created where the criminal will have fear struck in their fucking heart, and they'll think twice. Oh, I better not touch that person. I better let them jog in peace. I better not try to contact that person at the gas station. It's gonna be some consequences. I don't want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I better not drive by that person's house and try to steal their car to their driveway. I don't want the consequence to come behind that. You know what I'm saying? I better not try to rob that person at the bank. Oh, I might get my head blowed off. I don't want to get my head blowed off. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of atmosphere that we need to create. Yeah. Where the criminals, they'll think twice before they'll try to bust a move on an unsuspecting person. In other words, we need to push back on the criminals. Yeah. We need to apply pressure on the criminals. Turn the lights up. A lot of these neighborhoods are dark. I drive through a lot of these neighborhoods that be so dark. Turn the lights on where it will almost blind the criminals. Turn the lights up where they have to wear sunglasses at night. Yeah, it'll hurt their eyes. The light be so bright, like a football field. It'll blind the fuck out of their diabolical eyeballs, where they can't hardly see how to climb them garbage ass legs through somebody's window. Yeah. Put some bad dogs in your front yard where it will chew the asshole out of some of these heathens when they try to step in your yard and rob you. Yes. What's the name of them great big old dogs like Tyrese had running through the neighborhood and he got charged not too long ago? What's the name of them dogs? They real tall and look like a human. They real expensive too, I heard. Yeah. I think the people that breed them dogs, they ought to just start giving them away for a limited time and let people put them in their front yard. Just run loose all over the yard at a certain time. Well, not at a certain time, anytime you want to. That would be the security guard of the neighborhood. The neighborhood watch. Put some of these terrible, real vicious dogs in the front yard. You won't have to pay them. You can save a hell of a lot of money, okay, on security. Yes. Let these dogs bite the shit out of these criminals. Yes, and they won't be able to sue you either. Okay, they ain't got no business in your neighborhood if they don't live there. Okay? And it's so many things that we can do to deter crime and hold these criminals accountable. But we'll start right there, okay? So moving right along, what else? What else do I want to talk about? I think we done covered everything, haven't we? Oh yeah. I think I talked about this, but I think it's worth reiterating. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of heathens making this comment and trying to form this narrative right here. Why the task force in the black neighborhoods? Because that's where all the crime is. That's where all the heathens are. You don't see, maybe they are stealing in the white neighborhood, but they ain't stealing like the niggas is. Okay, maybe they are killing in the white neighborhood, but I don't hear about it. I don't see them. Okay, we got to be honest. No matter what color it is, we got to be honest about who is causing the most of the problem. And that's the niggas. Okay? Nobody wants to say that but me and God. But that is the truth of the matter. Okay? And that's where we are putting the task force members. Where the most of the crime is being committed. Okay? All right. Yeah, but you know what? A lot of the niggas, they want to get a niggas a pass that's committing crime. And that is crazy to me. You know why? because they benefit from the crime. They benefit from the criminals. They related to the criminals. Yeah, they love when Pookie and Ray Ray bring them a flat screen TV, and Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug is the booster in the neighborhood. Y'all know what a booster is, don't it? And they get the TVs for the low. You know, the TV costs, let's say, $500. Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug are selling in the neighborhood to Keisha and Jaquisha them for about $25. That's a hell of a deal, ain't it? So they love Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug being roguish and going to steal the TVs off the train track and off the 18-wheeler trailers and all that right there, and going in Walmart, walking out with all this hot merchandise. Because they get it from the low. They get the wigs. They get them stolen wigs. They get all this stolen shit. Even their children went to school with a whole lot of hot backpacks and pencils and paper. Yeah. And that's a damn shame. Just like a lot of these children gonna get some stolen bicycles for Christmas and their birthdays and things. Yeah. And they love stolen shit in the neighborhood. And the nigga neighborhood. They love stolen shit. And they love stealing. They don't steal because they have that they have to. They steal because they want to. They love being roguish. Okay. They don't steal because of necessity. They steal because they fucking want to. Period. And I wish they stopped lying and making excuses. Oh, I'm so poor. I'm so poor. I just come from a poor neighborhood, and my bloodline, they were slaves, and I didn't have a father. And just have compassion on me for stealing. No, your garbage ass stealing because you want to. That's what that is. You're getting food stamps already. You don't have to go back and steal. If you stop selling your food stamps, maybe you would have some food in your refrigerator, and your stomach would not be touching your fucking back. Okay? And your back wouldn't be against the motherfucking wall. Okay? You stealing because you fucking want to. You selling them food stamps because you want to. Okay? And stop having compassion on these lying ass heathens. They steal because they fucking want to. They are addicted to stealing. They are addicted to being roguish. They are addicted to lying and being low down and diabolical. And it's time to hold these garbage ass folks accountable. Okay? All right. And they need to be preparing while they're sitting around looking at me and looking at the task force agent. They need to be looking at a plan of action of what they're going to do when Donald Trump take their garbage ass off them food stamps and strip them out of them Section 8 apartments and houses. They done get so comfortable. They think Donald Trump is playing with them. He finna get their ass out of them Section 8 houses and apartments and take them damn food stamps out of their hand. Okay? And they need to be taking some classes and signing up for some jobs. Whatever. It may not be the job that you want, but it's the job that your garbage ass need. Okay? And what else I was going to say? Oh, yeah. I said this already. I think it's worth me saying again. Oh, that sunlight. We got a lot of sunlight. Y'all can't hardly see me, can you? Ooh, try. Hold on. Oh, this sun is just... Okay, there it is. I'm finna wrap this up. I gotta go pee anyway. Oh, I always gotta go pee. I need to take me a nap too. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of these heathens and hood rats just walking. And I said they need that energy to walk on a job, to work a job. They are proving that they are fit for duty as it relates to a job. All is walking. Smoking, drinking. Talking. They love to talk. Why don't they start a podcast? They can earn some money with a podcast. Even though they probably won't be talking about shit, but fighting and killing and stealing. Hell, it's a whole community of them motherfuckers that want to listen to that garbage ass shit. Okay? Yeah. So, with all this walking around, that's some energy that they could be using on a fucking job. It's nothing wrong with their legs that I can see. unless they got a disability that's hidden from it. Okay, they are proven that they fit for duty. Ain't nothing wrong with their legs, their ankles, their feet, their toes, they this, that, and the other. So Donald Trump, if I can see them walking all over the place, I know Donald Trump and the task force members see them walking all over the place. So when it's time for Donald Trump to tell them, it's time for you to get off them food stamps, and I'm finna end your food stamp career. Ain't no need in talking back and protesting and crying and talking about they didn't have a father, they in poverty, this, that, and the other. No, you been walking up and down the street all day, every day. So walk your garbage ass to a job and walk all over that fucking job. Shit. They're allergic to a job, but it's a medication for that. Okay, they really are gonna be in poverty when Donald Trump take them food stamps and that Section 8 voucher. Okay, they really gonna be okay. So yeah. I don't know why they waiting on Donald Trump to tell them your days of getting food stamps is over and Section 8 is over. Why wait till you get that phone call or that letter in your mailbox? You need to go ahead and prepare now. But you know what? They think they're going to be able to beg and steal and rob and kill when they don't have no food stamps coming in no more in that Section 8. No. That task force is going to be on standby. So you can't count on being able to rob and steal and all this and that. Okay? Heathens, I'm talking to the heathens. Your days of terrorizing the neighborhood is pretty much numbered. I'm not going to say it's over with because some of y'all still going to try to do what you want to do, but the days are numbered. Okay? And you're not going to be able to do what you used to do. A new day has come. Thank you, God. Hallelujah. And yeah, Donald Trump has done more for the black community than most of the black leaders combined and them garbage ass, fake ass community activists. And now they ain't got nothing to say. They don't want to give Donald Trump his credit. But if it was some of them doing all of this to help clean up the community in the neighborhood, oh, they'll be all over the TV want to get their credit. You know the niggas love to get credit and clout. But yeah, we need to stand together and help Donald Trump make America great again. And I'm so glad he decided to start in Memphis. Yes. And it has been terrible for quite some time. And Donald Trump, he said he gonna clean this shit up. And I'm so glad he's dedicated and committed and steadfast on the job. Yes. And what else? What else do I want to say? I think we done covered everything, haven't we? Yeah. I think we have covered everything. And lastly, before I wrap this video up, I want y'all niggas to stop lying about y'all in poverty. I thought y'all was so rich. I thought y'all was a bad bitch and a self-made bitch and all of this and all that. Y'all been on TV, not on TV. Y'all been on social media just flashing all this cash. Am I the only one that's been seeing all this cash they been putting up to their ear, all on the floor? But then they tell the Donald Trump and the news reporters they in poverty. Ooh, child. Do we need to go get some screenshots of all this money they been throwing all over the place? I thought, if I didn't know no better, these the same niggas that say they so rich. They driving all these Mercedes Benz, all these niggas. They driving Mercedes Benz, Range Rover, even though they stole them and lied on the application, they still driving them. And even if they stole them, they got them from the chop shop, they still driving them. Poor people don't drive Mercedes Benz and Range Rovers and BMWs and Aston Martins and all, catching all these flights and going on all these vacations, eating all these crab legs. Poor people eat bologna sandwiches and potted meat and noodles. When was the last time you seen a poverty-stricken person eating crab legs every day? Steaks and lobsters and potatoes and all this rich, high-class, high-dollar food. Champagne and wine. When was the last time I seen a poor hood rat drinking a Coke 45. A Budweiser beer. Huh? Oh, these poor hood rats. Oh, they want to be so high class. You know, they drive Mercedes Benz and Challengers and Chargers and Scat Packs and this, that, and the other. They catching flights all over the place, eating all these expensive dinners. And they want us to think that they so poor. But they got money for what they need and what they want. Yeah. But then they want to rely on the government resources when it's convenient for them. No, 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 no. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. They want the food stamps and they want to sell the food stamps, and then they want to turn around and buy nails and wigs and cars and airplane tickets, go to the Breezy Bowl, the Chris Brown concert, and and on and on and on. This is crazy to me how they got money for drugs, but they don't have money to take care of themselves. Somebody make it make sense. If you get money for drugs, you should have money for your rent. You should have money for your essential needs. You should not be relying on the racist government. I mean, ain't that what they've been saying? The government is so racist. Why do you want the racist resources? Huh? You shouldn't want nothing from a racist government if they, especially if they white supremacists. And they stay begging for government resources, the racist resources. Somebody make that make sense. If you're a king and a queen, you should be self-sufficient. You should be independent. Ooh, I ain't never seen such begging ass kings and queens in my life that rely on the fucking government that they say is racist and supremacist. Somebody make it make sense, please. But anyway, This the other thing. This the other thing I've been thinking about. Another thing I've been thinking about. Oh, when they first started not too long ago, picking up a lot of the illegal migrants. Oh, a lot of the niggas said, "Oh, I'm so glad it ain't us. It ain't us this time. I'm so glad it ain't us." Oh, they was telling the other black people, "Oh, this ain't our fight. This ain't our fight. Let the Mexicans hold their own nuts. Let the Mexicans hold their own nuts." All of that kind of talk. And I was telling them, who do you think is next after they get through fucking with the Mexicans? After they get through picking up the Mexicans, who do you think is gonna be next? Oh, they told me, "Oh, you crazy. You crazy. Why would they mess with us? They ain't gonna be messing with us." Now we got the ICE agents allegedly picking up the niggas. Yeah, it's been so many reports over in Chicago, coming from Chicago and Memphis and elsewhere. The ICE agents been picking up some of the niggas. So that let you know how uninformed and uneducated y'all are. Y'all been thinking that the ICE agents just restricted to the illegal migrants. They still law enforcement, so they not restricted from one part of the law. Okay? At any time, they can join they other brothers and sisters in law enforcement and help the collaborative effort. Okay? So don't think that they just restricted to the Mexicans, picking up the Mexicans and pulling over the Mexicans. They can pull over whoever they want to. They still law enforcement. Okay, but y'all gonna fuck around and find out. And a lot of gobjazz heathens are fucking around and finding out. Yes. But anyway, it is hot out here in these streets. Woo! And guess what? It's getting hotter every day. Yes. All right, you guys. I have enjoyed talking to y'all this day. And, child, some of us gonna survive these, fuck around and find out streets, and some of us are not. But I just pray that God keep me in his mercy. Because it is fuck around and find out season. I don't know how long this season is going to last. Whew! Yes, it's hot out here. It is hot out here. And it's getting hotter every day, like I say. Yeah, it's fuck around and find out season. Holla at your girl. Peace. Let me read y'all's comments before I go. Let's see. Hello, Icy Kitty. Thank you for the comment about the wig. Oh, he's been hitting the Venezuelan drug boats. Yes. Hello, Trey Curtis. What has he done for the black community? Who you talking about? Trey Curtis, who you talking about? Donald Trump? He done did a whole lot for the black community. Look what he doing right now. He cleaning up the fucking streets. That's a fucking enough. Shit. If that's who you talking about, Trey Curtis, he is cleaning up these fucking streets. Now, granted, there is another agenda behind the scenes that's hiding in plain sight, but we're not ready to talk about that right now. We see that he is cleaning up the streets, and it is an improvement. But we know that there is another agenda. Yes. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Okay. Okay. I'm not blind and can't see the other agenda. Okay. But he is kicking the hell out of Junebug, Puka, and Ray Ray. And that's all I care about right now. We'll talk about that other stuff later. Okay, as long as he get Puka and Ray Ray and Junebug and Keisha and Shanika the fuck out of my way, that's all I give a damn about right now. We'll talk about that other stuff another day, I say. Okay, he is getting rid of Puka and Ray Ray and Junebug, and that is a top priority. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna give him a pass, a complete pass on that other stuff. But I'm just glad he getting rid of Puka and Ray Ray and Junebug and Keisha and Shanika and making them go somewhere and sit down. Okay. Okay. And we'll talk about that other stuff another fucking day. I'm just glad that he doing away with Puka and Ray Ray and Junebug. For right now, that's a top priority, okay? I'm not going to say that's all that matters, but it is very important because they have been very problematic. They have been very problematic, and I'm sick of their ass, okay? Whew. I'm real sick of Puka and Ray Ray and Junebug and Keisha and Shanika, okay? So, we'll deal with that other stuff that's on the agenda later. And we do know that we suspect, we can't prove it. We do suspect that there is another agenda. And I'm just going to ask God to have mercy on me concerning that part. Okay? Because that part right there is pressure. Woo! Yeah, they applying pressure big time. Big time. You hear me? But anyway, Trey Curtis, you say, I understand that, but that's pretty much the only thing he has done. The new food stamp law didn't work. It's people actually getting more now. As of last month, they got about 200 more. Well, eventually that's going to be cut out, so he could care less about them food stamps if they getting away with the food stamp, because his agenda is bigger than them fucking $200 food stamps. Okay? Eventually, they're going to be cut the fuck off completely. So he working on a bigger agenda. He could care less about that, because that's going to be obsolete in just a little while. Okay. So they might as well get their belly full and their deep freezer full to the top and overflowing. Because, baby, it's going to be some days ahead that they going to need the food and the food stamps. Okay. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Yeah, it's some pressure outside in these streets. It's some pressure. Do y'all feel the pressure? It is fuck around and find out season. Yes. Yes, and if it ain't got around to y'all yet, just hold on. It's probably coming. Yeah, it's fuck around and find out season. I let you girl. Peace. I let you girl. It's fuck around and find out season out here. Yes. Yes.